The Milwaukee Rep, Waukesha Civic Theater, Lake Country Playhouse. Just some of the many theater companies we've profiled on CBS 58 Sunday Morning over the years. This morning, we visit the first professional theater company in Milwaukee with a focus on hiring disabled actors and artists. In our Sunday Morning Spotlight, Michael Schlesinger shows us the inclusiveness, accessibility, and talent found under the pink umbrella.
In spring, I see beautiful sun. Flowers that bloom so tall, they face the sky. I see bunnies hopping in the fresh air that lifts up my spirit.
28-year-old Hannah Ramanpana is a poet and performer.
Can I give you some notes?
She's part of the Pink Umbrella Theater Company and has been for a handful of years. She's preparing for an upcoming fundraiser called a Poetry Slam.
I just like to share how I feel in my poetry.
And poetry is the same way.
She feels fortunate she belongs here.
A place where I can be me and where I can express myself and recharge my spirit.
I like that.
Artist and instructor Katie Cummings started Pink Umbrella in 2018. The name, in part, comes from a former student of hers. The word umbrella symbolizes unity as well.
We're kind of turning things on their head, I guess, in a way, and thinking outside of the theater box, for sure, in what storytelling looks like.
Before we begin the show, we would like to model how to applaud at Pink Umbrella.
She tells me she knows the value of this particular theater group for so many people.
They've been told for so long that who they are or what they do is wrong. I wanted to make sure that we had a space where they felt that they could say, no, I don't want to move in that way. I don't want to say those words. I don't feel right in portraying this type of character, or I really want to play that type of character, and nobody's ever let me do that before.
I could have never dreamed that this was going to be my reality.
Can we get a little...
Pip Buffington has been writing poetry for 15 years.
I have wrapped myself in melodies, like a lost child in blankets, for as long as I can remember. I have imagined myself flying, picking up the broom in my hands, belting as loudly as I can, and soaring far above the clouds.
For this 30-year-old, the setting is more than a stage to perform. It's also a safe space.
I'm a transmasculine, non-binary dude in the world that we live in now. And I'm a disabled one at that. I'm not safe anywhere, other than here.
A recent attention deficit disorder diagnosis only adds to the anxiety.
I have a home here that I don't have even in my own family. I carry a lot less shame, I think, than I did before I came here. I'm willing to give myself time to think and to process.
People just want to be a part of the world as they are. And they don't need special treatment. They might need accommodations. They might need to make sure that there's a ramp to get into the building. They might need to make sure that there's not ambient noise in the room in which they're acting or performing. They might need those things, but those things don't make it special. They don't make them different.
Well, I started off... For Chris Rybel, this nonprofit is certainly special for him. He started out as a board member. The love of acting is in his blood. Being able to perform in Dr. Seuss's The Cat in the Hat will always stand out for him.
We had to wear wigs. Well, and to pretend to fly kites, we ran around with our hands in the air like this. Yeah, because I think that part of the book is really funny.
This organization is at a crossroads right now. It's currently looking for a permanent home in Milwaukee.
It would be really great to have a space that would be open for them to come and go as they please. If they want to write at 2 a.m., the room is open for them. If they, want to do an audition tape at 10 o'clock in the morning, the place would be open. So we're ready. We're ready.
They've also just launched something called a disability theater cohort. Grant money from the Ruth Foundation for the Arts will help bring writers, composers, and actors together to create specific pieces of work.
We're writing characters that fit their bodies and their brains and their voices instead of shoving them into ones that are already created.
Ta-da! In the meantime, Katie Cummings is happy what her vision has become. For her, it's an important act of inclusivity, right up until the final performance.
That one person has the ability to change the world around them, and that That's a big, it's a big weight, but it is also just, all I did was open the doors and say, hey, theater is for all.
Thanks for watching this CBS 58 Sunday Morning Story. Subscribe here and make sure to tune in to CBS 58 every Sunday morning to see more uplifting stories like this. And check out our other playlists on YouTube. You'll find everything from Everyday Heroes to our CBS 58 Hometown series on CBS 58.